Alrighty guys, welcome to another video. So this is a little bit after the fact, kind of doing some catch-up filming. So I wanted to go ahead and talk to you about a couple different things that went down. So went ahead and went down to North Carolina a little while ago and got the Stig racers out because I would never ever do any kind of street stuff. So got the Stig racers out, sent them down to Mexico, and went against a good buddy of mine. Over in this dude, well, I didn't run him, Stig ran him a couple years ago, and got gapped, and we got gapped once again. So these runs, as far as the Stig let me know, down in Mexico, basically middle of nowhere, super late, no one's out, so we're about as safe as you can get for not being on a official sanctioned racetrack, but it's basically closed off course, so nothing to worry about there. But they go ahead and they did 3 runs, and he said they did a 4th, didn't get it on camera, but 4 runs total, and every single one went the same way, you know, so we'll go ahead and run those. But the first one was okay, both drivers spun. The second one, didn't hear the horn, still off a little late. Third one was about as close as it could get, and then took off. So yeah, his car makes a good healthy bit of power. I'm not going to reveal the numbers, but it's a good bit above where mine's at, and we're about roughly the same weight. But it's something we've been talking about for years, trying to see who would be faster. And you know, he's got a personality about him. He'll sucker you in. It's like, I was going to run him regardless, but it's one of those things like, oh, be real close. I'm like, you're going to 747 this car. And yeah, that's what happened. So that was a lot of fun. And then these are those runs. So later went off to a spot that they do a lot of no prep at. It's next to a closed off airport. There's nothing to worry about there. It was, once again, this is more of an actual, you know, closed area you can do stuff at. So I went ahead and tried a little bit of no prep stuff, just to kind of see, because there's no racetracks available that were open at the time. So did some of that, and kind of playing with the shocks a little bit, soften up the fronts, tighten up the rears as hard as they would to try and keep the tire shock in the pavement and not in the fender well. So I went ahead and did a couple of passes there. First one, the tire pressures were uneven, but spun a good bit, so we did that one. Then the second pass, I had a friend of mine in the car, and got a little squirrely, but nothing too crazy. You can see it on my face, though. I'm not used to it, so my facial expressions give away my inner feelings. So I did a second pass, and that one felt better, even tire pressures, and it actually launched. That was my quickest. This is the time from that. So this is that run, and the time afterwards. And then lastly, my buddy's car is freaking straight piped and loud as crap. I'm running stock mufflers so I can kind of mess around a little bit more, and it's a little under the radar. But he went ahead and we did a dig race, and I think I jumped him a little bit because I know for a fact his car is way faster than this one. But I jumped him a hair, and I was able to keep the lead, and it felt good a little bit. But you know, one day we'll have to run it back on an actual track, and I'm sure he'll give me the gap sauce. But it was a fun time, and that one got extremely sketchy. I spun at the top of third or top of second, somewhere around there, top of second gear, and went from looking at the road to looking a little bit over the line. I was like, "Oop!" So I let off a bit, and then kept going. But yeah, that one was a little bit sketchy. Didn't like that. So that's this run. That was a little bit sketchy. So after that, came back to Virginia and decided to go ahead and check out Dominion Raceways over off 95. And it's really more of a road course circle track area, but they do the no prep zone down the straightaway. You can do streetcar stuff and go ahead and do some runs. So I figured I'd just been doing a little bit of no prep practice in North Carolina, so I went down there. My buddy has a nice Tesla Y. It's long range, and he's been talking smack for a long time, saying, "Oh, I'll beat you," blah blah blah. So we went down there and did a couple runs, and needless to say, I was able to get him. But it was closer than I thought. And then there's a Model Y Performance. He had been practicing a good bit there, and he freaking smoked me off the light. So I'm going to go ahead and run all those runs, and I think that'll do it. So go ahead and see you after that.
Surprised you ain't at Mustang Week.
Nope. No racetracks at Mustang Week.
One of these days I will get a ride in that thing.
Tighten up a couple things, see if we can get her to stick a little better. Alrighty, so 233 60 foot, which is not ideal. I don't know if you guys heard that, but she wasn't quite on the limiter, basically there the whole way down. Kind of a crap pass. So I took the 2.5 off, put the 2.6 back on. This track is not, it's just, I don't know, the car's not set up to make it work. I think I need a much bigger tire if I'm going to do no prep shenanigans. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to run my buddy back there with the Tesla, little Model Y. I mean, if I lose to it, I guess I lost to a car with back seat, car seats in the back, but we'll see how it goes. It'll be fun. So we'll try this again. Turn down a little bit and a little softer on the leave. I think will help a ton. I was kind of leaving about as hard as I leave with the on a prep track, and that was not it. So try a low RPM launch. Kind of see what happens. I think it'll be a ton of fun. he has a freaking heart drawn on the side of his car from his kids. It's hilarious. But yeah, hell yeah. Let's see what the time slip says. Ran a good bit faster with the smaller pulley, just kind of putting the power down a little better. And I think Buddy got jealous, so we lined up a race with the Model Y Performance. So we're gonna try that out and see. They raced a minute ago and were pretty quick. So it's kind of just a fun mess around. We'll see how this goes. It'll be a good time. So it should be pretty fun. That Y next to us, the one we're running. And I gotta make myself feel better after getting my butt beat by Reaper's GL1. The car in front of me is a big tire car and I'm about to send it, so that'll be interesting. We'll see how that does. That's depressing. Well, he did good. Good for him. Can't believe we just lost to a soccer mom car. Might need to run that back. Alright, we did, I think our best 8th mile here was a 2-1 60 foot 791 at 100 mile an hour. It's alright, we'll get there. Yeah, first, second gear. No acceleration. Next little run, good. That was a bit got the old woo-wee. Oh, got a little squirrely there, boys. Broke loose at the top of second. That was neat. All right, so that one was a 809 who spun like crazy. First and second gear. Top of second was sketchy. 809 at 95 mile an hour. So yeah, 2-1 60 foot. It's about, seems to be a pretty consistent 2-1 60 foot out here. But 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. All that good stuff. So let's go up and do it again. I'm actually curious to check that one. That one felt pretty decent. I was able to hook in second. There's a decent hump in the middle of the track there, which is a little bit concerning. But let's see what she did. 795 at 99 mile an hour. So yeah, I think that's about all she's got out here. This is what it is. Really good bit of fun though. But one more bag of ice and we'll see if we want to make anything of it. Well, at this point, I really don't need it. It's like only 115 IAT2s. Ice tank system's working pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna do one more run. We're gonna do this, lower the tire pressure 1 psi, see how it goes.
Quarter mile.
Oh, not too bad. Another 794 at 99 mile an hour. Well, fairly consistent there. I think if I was to really do this for real, probably need a much wider tire. Alrighty guys, well, we made it back. We actually have some transmission work to do. Little Expedition's been having some torque converter shutter issues, so we'll get that figured out. But car did great, so we brought it back. Went to the drag strip yesterday. Should have seen all the times and everything. Just a mini raceway, so I lowered the tire pressure down to 15 psi to see if we could get a hook a little better. And pretty consistent 790 car on no prep. So doing a little critical thinking. I think if I'm going to actually do no prep, which I don't plan on, I need to do like a no kidding probably 12 wide tire, and it's this is a 10.5 wide, and really get as much rubber down as possible. But yeah, it was a fun time. Definitely a blast. We're gonna go ahead and unload the trailer, or unload the car now, and kind of go back to street setup. That'll kind of do it for this one. Went ahead and made it back. Here's nice and it's officially fall. Getting nice cool mornings. Good amount of exhaust smoke, nothing crazy, it's just condensation. But yeah, it's pretty chilly out for sure. So sounding good. Stock muffler's back on, still dealing with the Corsa issue. But yeah, there we have it. So that's gonna be going for this video. I've been doing a lot of thinking about where I want to go with this car, and we'll kind of figure it out. Up until then, I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot of things. I feel like it wants to go to the next level to really get much faster. There's a whole lot of things need to happen. But where it's at right now is pretty sustainable. So I'm gonna keep looking into it and see if I want to go further with the car or kind of keep it how it is, maybe do something else. I don't know yet. But until then, see you guys in the next video. Leave your comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.